Louie C. the Mayor checking in. Welcome to the podcast. Man, it's going to be a beautiful situation today. Happy Wednesday. So first and foremost, I'd like to thank FloridaKeysInjury.com. Lawyers for all accidents in the Keys. If you get in a moped accident, if you get hit on a car, if you get hit on a bicycle, you got to check in with FloridaKeysInjury.com. They're going to make it happen for you. And they locals, no need to go to Miami no more, 302 Southern Street. And Dr. Burrows, Advanced Urgent Care, Key West Marathon in Key Largo. Unfortunately, we're still in the movie out here with this COVID-19, but I'm telling y'all that the news is good. We're going to be out of this soon. Long movie, but it's definitely going to come to an end soon. Please turn notifications on the phone right now. We got a big VIP in the building. We're going to get to that in a second. Turn notifications on. There's a little switch right there that says turn notifications on. Hit that button. We're going to make it happen. Make sure, we big on YouTube now. Go to Louie C. Rock on YouTube. So welcome to the show, Mr. Milos. How's everything going today, sir?
Hey, Louie. Everything is great. Thank you for inviting me. I love what you're doing, and it's a pleasure to be here, part of the podcast.
Okay. So what I need you to do, Mr. Milos, is project your voice. You're going to look right in that camera.
Okay.
And this is live now. This ain't on tape. This is all the way live. So, Mr. Milos, for people that have no idea exactly who you are, can you please give them a brief description and what you do here in town, and then we're going to get to the meats and potatoes of what's going on.
Sure, super brief. I'm a general manager of the currently Sheraton Suites Key West that is going to be beautifully rebranded to the Barbary Beach House Resort starting June 1st. I've been part of this beautiful community for the past 6 months now. Moved here from Chi-Town, Chicago, and
Chi-Town.
Yes, and definitely enjoying this community and everything that Key West has to offer.
You a Michael Jordan fan?
Of course, MJ,
okay. Yeah.
All day.
This guy's a VIP, so if you look at that, for the Last Dance, you might spot him on the Last Dance and one of the VIP of the
Tony.
Yeah, that man was serious. I'm watching. You've been watching. That's an incredible
situation.
He's
from my neck of the woods.
Michael Jordan. that gives me goosebumps when I see that, and this is like what we aspire to be the greatest. Like shout out to Don Shula. Passed away for the Miami Dolphins, the only person to achieve perfection, 72 Dolphins. So, we strive for perfection every day. So what that happened was I met Mr. Milos over on spring break. There's people that, might have an issue with spring break. And I tell them all the time, I said, you did have a spring break, right, when you was younger, because a lot of people came to Key West for the first time on spring break. And then they fell in love like everybody does for paradise, and then they've been coming out here ever since. So I said, man, give the kids a break. So I went over to the property, Sheraton Suites, and I came over there and I seen one of my DJs playing. I said, man, what the hell going on over here? And Mr. Milos had a fantastic party. This was the party to be at. So when I seen all the kids were very well behaved, everybody was enjoying themselves or whatever. There wasn't nobody tearing anything up. So how did the kids do your first spring break in Key West? How was it?
Yeah, it was amazing, Louie. To be honest with you, decision was very easy to make. We heard about your parties at the beach. We heard about huge activities. We were planning to be almost like an overflow of the party. But just looking at who was staying with us in the house, it was 95% of spring breakers. Why not giving the kids the best time of their life? Why not having them come back next year? Why not having them tell their friends?
Yeah.
And just make that experience a little bit more special, a little bit more beautiful for them. So we were fortunate enough, we had a great kids in the house. They're very well behaved.
Yeah.
We did organize ourselves very well. We had security in place. We had multiple bars. DJ was rocking. It was a party to be in the Key West. For the first week of spring break, because unfortunately it was shut down short because of pandemic. But everybody who talked to me was like, "Hey, this is the spot to be at," and it was great.
Yeah, and I appreciate it. Seeing you on the floor, because some GMs and CEO they don't like to come out of the office, but you was in the trenches seeing what's going on. So it was a pleasure meeting you there, and we're going to continue to do some stuff out there at the Sheraton Suites, and it was just a beautiful vibe. I'm for youth, and I just want people to be happy. I know it's hard to make people happy everywhere or whatever, but we got to do the best we can. So we haven't worked downtown since March 17th. You know, we do the Sexy Bull Riding, Cowboy Bill, 618 Duval Street. So unfortunately, you know, with the COVID-19, we want to live in order to get to where we need. So right now, everything is going in a good direction, and I foresee the roadblock being lifted sooner than later. And like I said, first, you know, safety in mind, because like I said, we got to live in order to do things or whatever. So we got a good plan. Dr. Burrows, our head lead with the committee that we built with Sin Key West, Service Industry Key West, November 2020. Make sure we got a vote. It's vote or die. This is a serious election, and it starts locally, so we want everybody to vote. So let me ask you now, since we're in the phase of getting out of this thing and getting back to business for tourism, okay? Because like I said, anytime I see anybody coming from anywhere, wherever I'm at, I thank them for coming down to Key West, because people could spend their money, you know, worldwide, and they choose to come down to Key West. We are in paradise, 90 miles from Cuba. And like I said, if you're looking for a great hotel to have a marvelous stay, Sheraton Suites would be on top of my list. So let's get to the meats and potatoes of what we talk about here, post-COVID-19. So what steps have you taken and your organization taken to make sure your hotel is cleaner and 100%, you know, ready to go post-COVID-19?
That's Louie, that's a great question. I think that has been a focus for the past several weeks of colleagues of mine and myself, to really prepare ourselves for what's come after pandemic. And it's a serious preparation. It's a serious science behind it, how we approach this. There is several things that we've done in housekeeping to ensure that all the rooms are disinfected first. All the touch points, that everything that you touch with your hands have to be double, triple, 4 times.
So quadruple check.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
What we do, we make sure that even myself, as general manager of property, do these walks, do these checks, and make sure that we're not taking any chances when it comes to that. Also, we have to go by what CDC recommends when it comes to social distancing, and then we're creating 6 feet spacing between our guests. When it comes to check-in, we're installing the similar glasses that you can see in Publix and all other businesses. Then when it comes to pool, the chairs have to be 6 feet away. But not if me and you are hanging out by the pool, but if our party has to be further from party next to us.
Wow. So you ready to go? Like, you ready to open as soon as they give you the green light?
Absolutely. I think that most of hotels, I'm certain that all hotels are ready and excited about what's to come. Everybody's ready to go, and I think that our guests are ready to go, because with the amount of calls that we're getting every day, it's a huge interest, huge demand, which we're all positive about and excited about.
This is exciting, and you know, like I said, I can't wait to get back to it. And like I said, I want to get back to it with nobody dying and everything being safe. And I think we've done everything we can, because you know, this is the facts. We deal with facts over fiction around here, and basically we're roughly about 80 cases, 3 deaths in the whole county. So we've done a great job, and like I said, we've been on it. My guy, Dr. Burrows, once again, on March 3rd, went in front of the city commission, I don't know if you know this, and basically said we got a tidal wave coming with this COVID-19, and he was on it back then or whatever. So we've been working, and you know, our committee was formed a while back, and we pretty much got to where we need to get to make sure we move the city forward, where a lot of committees, you know, some of them are getting, you know, very well organized, but our stuff is pretty much done, because like I said, you know, we're ready to go on testing, and also ready to go over COVID-19 task force to make sure we track cases and make sure everybody's healthy. Because like I said, you know, there's a lot of people out there that are, you know, scared, and I appreciate that. But at the end of the day, you know, we're not going to have an answer until a vaccine comes out, and we have to get open, because the city and the world will collapse if we don't get open. But everything is looking good, and we will get through this, and we'll be better for it. Let me ask you a question, because also you employ a lot of locals, and these people, you know, it's hard without a paycheck. How many employees do you have?
We have around 130 employees.
130.
Correct.
Wow.
Which is a great working people, mothers and fathers that they provide for their family, and we have to think about these households, about these kids, about people that work hard to provide for for these families. That being said, there has to be a sense of urgency in getting ready and opening sooner than later, and coming up with the processes, opening safely. So we don't have a wave two or prolonging this
Right.
nightmare anymore.
Right.
But yes, it is heartbreaking. It's a difficult situation, and for most of our employees.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Anthony Colazzo, I see you. Number one photographer in the Keys right now checking in. Thank you. Also, if you have any question about hotel business, motel business, let us know right now. We're going to answer them on the podcast. And like I said, basically, what my information's coming in, that I think once they get some handle on what's going on in Dade, Broward, and the Palm Beaches, with the cases up there and everything subsides, I think that we're going to be open. And like I said, we prepared and ready, and that's all we could do. And like I said, in the meantime, don't do anything foolish. Go to your job, work. Don't get crazy or whatever. And let's get open, get back to business. I'm happy at the 25%, at least for some people. Duval Street, some places got to open, and everybody following everything nice and orderly. Police reports are no issue, so that's great. In Key West, we pretty much one human family for everybody, so it's a wonderful thing. So I know you was probably happy to ride around town and see some people open.
Of course, it's great to feel the energy. It's great to see smiles on people's faces. This is a unique community. It's a lot of beautiful souls and individuals, and it's good to feel energy and vibe again. Yesterday on the Wild, there was actually in front of some restaurants, it was lines.
Really?
People wanted to get in.
That's
and
awesome.
whatnot.
Yeah.
People just want to get out and live.
Yeah.
And because we've been in this quarantine too long.
Yes.
And every day in this life is precious.
Yes.
So I want to ask you, Louie, a question. Actually,
Go ahead.
Let's turn tables.
I'm ready.
So I know you've been busy with community work. I know you've been busy with just getting involved with issues and whatnot. But is there anything that you focused personally during this quarantine on things that you do just personally enjoy or got to do that you usually don't because of the?
I always, thank God every day that I wake up. So in the middle of a pandemic that I've never experienced, and nobody mostly living. There's a couple people that was living, God bless them, that they were around in 1918, with the Spanish flu pandemic, but not too many. I like to basically see the good in people, and I like to take a deep breath when I have the time to do it, because we're always so busy doing stuff. And I did a lot of projects at the house, and I like to put paper clips with paper clips and blue pads with blue pads, and basically just live life and do the best I can. And happy Mother's Day to my mom, God bless her, Sunday, all the mothers out there, and just take care of people, because at the end of the day, like the gentleman said, tomorrow's not promised. We're on borrowed time. So this is very serious. I wish there was somewhere you could hit a pause button and stop time, and then that time don't count and then start again. Unfortunately, if you have that idea, go ahead and submit it. You're gonna make a lot of money, but it hasn't happened yet. But I've just been working. I'm actually working harder now than I was before, because basically with the projects that we got, and it's best to stay busy, because we like to be on the move. We like to take action. Like there's a rap song called "We Got 6 Jobs, We Don't Get Tired." So we just got to keep at it. But it's a blessing to be alive every day above ground. Is a good day.
I love it. This is great. I feel like me and you can have deep discussions about just meaning of life. And
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this. Okay. So what is the benefit of staying at your hotel compared to staying at another hotel? What can you offer tourists that give you the edge for them to stay on your property?
Sure. Excellent question. I think you really prepared well for this interview.
My job.
I love it. Well, all of us in this industry are trying to differentiate ourselves with our product. Now, what's your product? Is it your beautiful building? Is it your offering in food and beverage? Is it a pool? Is it a beach? It's all of that, but it's also your people. and it's also your environment that you build. So I first of all I have to say we have beautiful renovated product that is very, very stylish, that is very tastefully done. There is a good fusion of beach feel, sophisticated feel, but also fun feel as well. And somehow our designers did an amazing job to come up with design that works great. Second thing is all our products are suites. So it's not just your tight little hotel room.
All the rooms are suites.
All the rooms are suites.
You have the square footage off the top of your head?
It is close to 450, I would say.
Okay.
It's a good size.
Yeah, not bad.
It's a really good size.
And how many rooms total on the property?
We have 184 rooms.
184.
4 suites.
Yeah.
Correct.
In the hotel business is supply and demand. So, you know, when the occupancy is low, it's time to book. But in Key West, it's tough. You know,
it is, which is great. Outside the COVID-19, we are the highest market when it comes to occupancy. Also with ADR. ADR is average daily rate. And it's a great market to be in this business. Nice. Another thing that I want to just add to it, it's all about creating experiences, right?
Okay.
So our guests, when they walk in, it's what they hear, music. It's what they smell. We have a very unique scent that's created uniquely for them. It's what they see. It's what they feel from our amazing team members. It's training that we invest in, and it's also just the offerings that we have. When it comes to our food and beverage, when it comes to our amazing housekeeping service, quality of land, it's a mixture of things.
Can you deny or confirm that you are within walking distance of Smathers Beach?
If you are a good walker on your hands, you can get there.
Yeah,
you can get there. It's right across. Actually, we are oceanfront hotel.
Right.
We have an entire side that is oceanfront, and Mars Beach it's right across the street.
Okay. So that is outstanding. I look forward to working with Mr. Milos. Tomorrow we have Key West High School Principal Amber Acevedo coming in. She got a rough deal her last year. She's been principal like 30 years. And then we had this thing with 2020, but I feel bad for the kids. What we're trying to do is basically make sure that they're given their proper send-off, especially when you're a senior, you're not coming back next year. This is very important. And Mr. Milos, I don't know if I told you this, but the Key West Conch baseball team has 11 state championships in the state of Florida, more than any division anywhere or whatever. So you should know that, because this is big on baseball. 1 year alone, we had 3,300 attendance at a baseball game. Our population is under 30,000, so that's more than 10%. So that's how serious we do. It's like the Friday Night Lights. Also Friday, Dr. Burrows, back by popular demand. We're going to talk about health. We're going to talk about what's really going on out there. And we got a good, good show for Friday. Also, I don't know, I didn't tell you this off camera, but Dr. Burrows has also done a study, and he's testing people for the antibodies. And he's been testing all the first responders. And everything is going well to gather data to see where we at. You know, for example, if you had the COVID before and you test on one of these, then basically you build antibodies.
Herd immunity.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's been doing that, and other people that you haven't met yet have basically put forward to the cause to make this happen, have come out of their pocket businesses to do the testing for the keys or whatever, because they have the same interest as us to basically, get open correctly, so we don't, the last thing we want to do is have a second wave. Tomorrow night, WOW 92.7, 7 to 9, Louie C. The mayor. I'm going to be out there with my man DJ Slice, DJ DOS, DJ Jack, one time from Marathon, Florida, and CO Episcopal from Dade County. Make sure y'all tune in, iHeartRadio all over the world. Mr. Milos, any closing word for the people out there? If you're looking from anywhere and you're coming down to Key West, because we're getting this question, where should I stay when I come down to Key West? Tell them something there before we get out of here.
No, I just want to send, it's a great opportunity to send some positivity to the people, because that's all we need. I think that to your point, every day is a blessing. It's a beautiful part of the world to be just get out and enjoy. It's very easy to get negative and to get in overanalyzing and involved in conspiracy theories and whatnot. Nobody get the time for that. Just enjoy life as best you can. Cherish the time you spend with your family. Cherish the extra cooking that's happening, because that brings families together. And try to be positive, because that's what's most important.
The man is saying to sum it up, live in the moment. Okay, because tomorrow is not promised. So those y'all right here, listen to me very clear. If you take anything away from this, this is great. We talked about hotels and everything, but this is real life stuff, right? If you want to go on vacation, please, for the sake of God, don't be putting that off and off and off. Oh no, I can't go because of the job. Damn that. Go on vacation, because you might not go on vacation if you're not living. So you might as well do it, because like I said, it's real serious. Life is very short, and we're blessed to be here. Let's make the best out of it. So thank you so much for tuning in to the podcast. Go to my YouTube channel. Make sure you watch all the other videos. Have a great day. Stay out of trouble and stay safe. Holla!